Yes, it is live now. Please
Perfect.
start.
So, Shivana, you know that you are going to be my assistant coachee whenever I need some answers and we feel the group is, taking time. I will be asking you those questions.
Awesome. Sure.
Okay, perfect. So, hi Raj, hi Umaji, Prema, and Premji, Lavanya here. I'm a
Right.
clinical hypnotherapist and I'm a trauma-informed life coach. I have been working in this space for past 8 years. The reason was absolutely me. I was working on my own self. I came to a point in my life where the stress affected my ability to walk. I was toppling down. And then I used subconscious mind reprogramming to again rewire myself for not only success, but walking again. And of course, I have, healed a lot. Not only have I healed a lot, I am also a very confident being. Of course, there is no cap for being confident, but yeah, I'm better than before. So today's our meet is all about learning how to step by step clear limiting beliefs. But today's focus is money. You know, money means power, money means freedom, money means expression. So we will be focusing on thought record sheet from cognitive behavior therapy, a step by step process to deconstruct a belief. And in place of that old belief, do something which restructures the old belief into something that is beneficial. So far, so good. My speed is okay. My tonality is okay. Perfect. Thank you for the nod. So here is the PowerPoint presentation. Let's begin. Okay, who is going to answer? What do you see?
For me, I see uh
Hmm.
one tense person and
Yes.
one relaxed person.
So let's just focus. So that's we have gone into the feeling part. For now, let's focus on the visual. If you look at it visually, not giving it any meaning, is there any difference in these two nervous systems? Or are they
Pa-
identical?
Parasympathetic and not
No,
sure.
I'm talking about the two. Okay, so Premji, can I request you the picture that you see in front of you? Uh, are these similar? Are these identical in nature? This is the nervous system, and there's a copy of two. I've taken one and copied and pasted the other one. Aren't these identical? One and two?
Yeah, my parents,
Okay.
they look identical.
Absolutely, they are identical. The intention is for us to know that all of us have a nervous system which mostly looks alike. However, it is bringing different results. So this belongs to Warren Buffett and this belongs to Premji. And my intention. So this can be me and this can be Premaji. So we are very identical on the inside. One brain, one heart, one liver, two kidneys, 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, 12 months. And how come one person has more results as compared to the other person? And hence the need for understanding our subconscious mind, or may I say the wiring in the mind. Most of the wiring has taken place from the age of 0 to 8, or at maximum, let's say from age 0 to 17. And the people who programmed us, our parents, our elders, our siblings, our peers, trust me, they had no idea about the wiring of subconscious mind. In fact, even till date, my son is 15 years old, turning 16, but the school doesn't talk about self image. The school has, it's a good school that he goes to, but they don't talk about rewiring. They don't talk about how, techniques that we can use for kids to have different results. So today's meet is about we focus on money. Before we go on the sheet, I will quickly mechanically read out few things and you notice what comes to your mind. Whatever stands out as a limiting belief or a trigger for you, make a point in your notepad, on your notepad, sorry. So let's focus on the first part. When I say money, what comes to your mind? Is it some kind of feeling? Is it an image? What comes to your mind when I say money? You can type it or you can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Okay, when saying money is just, money is a necessity of life. Money is you need money to buy groceries and stuff, but money doesn't give you long-term happiness.
But right now, I'm focusing on when I say the word money, what comes to your mind? We have gone on to the metaphorical meaning of money. I'm purely saying when I say money, like Premji said, ideas come to my mind. But let's say if you understood money in your mind, what is the visual that comes to your mind? Do you see a dollar note? Do you see a rupee note? Do you see like a, I don't know, like a vault of money or something like that? What comes to your mind when you see money? Say money.
Uh, when I see money, $1 million comes to my mind, but that $1 million can be used for education wise and royalty income and every.
So I can say that probably like $1 million comes to your mind, right? So before we go into our thought record or belief clearing sheet, let me read out few things for you. Like I said, very mechanically, like a school teacher does. Not every teacher, but yeah, this teacher is going to do it. Money circulation and income. Who were, so let's go into your past a bit. Even I will go back into my past. Who were the main bread earners in your household while growing up? How did they feel about their role? When they were, so I can talk about right now, let's say your father, if he was the bread earner at home, or mama, or maybe someone else who was earning the bread at home, were they happy? Were they sad? How were they around money? How did they talk about money? Point number two, how was the money circulated in your family? So let's say if your father was a bread earner, when mom asked for more money, how did the dad respond? What were the conversations around, school fees, probably buying ghar ka ration, ingredients for cooking, etc. Just keep feeling in your body and you will have some triggers coming up. Point number third, did your parents discuss money together? So meaning husband and wife, mom and dad, making chart or like a flow chart for money, making plans together for earning more money, discussing where they can bring down their expenditure, what all they can do to probably have multiple streams of income. Because remember, all of these things have gotten stored in our subconscious mind. Okay, point number four. What kind of jobs did your parents have? How did they feel about their jobs? Did they feel proud about it? Did they feel that they are doing something important? Or it was just something in the wake or in the random? Point number five. Were there specific beliefs about who should earn money in the family? So sometimes, let's say if a female, back in time, now I don't know, things are changing, but back in time when females were earning more than men, it was some kind of a, taboo. So as you think back, how did your mom think about money? How powerful she felt around money? Just keep reflecting. And like I said, some ideas will start popping up. Then we go to our next slide. Spending and saving habits. How did your parents handle bills? Were they paid on time? Was there stress? Or sometimes we crib, "Arey, bijli ka bill itna aa gaya. Oh my God, the electricity bill is so high. Oh, now I have to pay for my car ka service." So how was their attitude around paying the bills? How much money did your parents allocate for enjoyment? See, remember, anything that you have in your life, your favorite food, your favorite car, your favorite person, that part favorite, the word favorite is actually an association, a positive experience with that person or that thing. Even the way food was served to us, we have certain dishes which we associate, that happiness and love with. Oh, my mom used to cook like this. Okay, moving forward. So focusing, How much money did your parents allocate for enjoyment, rejuvenation, like vacation, traveling abroad, and of course, depending on their economical structure, entertainment, watching movies, or just buying something for their own self? Point number three. Were big purchases like car, furniture, luxury items made with ease or hesitation? Were they nervous around it? Because that again speaks of a mind that doesn't know that if you reprogram your subconscious mind for more money, the ideas will start to flow in. The habits, behaviors, routines, the energy you expend thinking, ruminating, it is taken care of by your subconscious mind, your feeling mind. Did your parents prioritize saving money? What plans did they have? Were they investing into stocks? Something as, like most commonly that I've heard from my parents is fixed deposit. So mutual funds, etc., etc. Did they reinvest in their education? Did they have emergency fund, retirement funds? How did your parents feel about debt? Was it something to avoid? So meaning, were they having open conversation about the debts they have to pay and how fun it's going to be to pay back all the things? Or was there fear around debts? Because again, that is the behavior. If you've not updated that behavior of yours, most probably it is still sitting within your subconscious mind. Moving forward, attitudes toward giving and receiving. How generous were your parents with money? Did you see them doing charity? Did they give it to family, friends? Did they believe in helping others financially? So, like working for community, upliftment of others, working for people, who need that kind of help. How did your parents react to receiving money or gifts from others? Was it welcomed or uncomfortable? Did they ever lend money to others? How did they handle that? uh, I mean, did they ensure that the money came back to them, or they just gave it because out of obliging someone? Because these are again all behaviors. Were there expectations around who should pay in social situations? For example, going out to eat, dad is only going to pay, mom is only going to pay. Anyhow, moving forward, quickly inner child beliefs around money. So just keep noticing what comes to your mind. Oh, this was there, this wasn't there, this is there in my life, that is not there in my life. What are your early money memories? As you go back in time, were your wishes fulfilled, or were you told we don't have money for this? Was there scarcity or was there abundance? How was money, performance, and love connection as far as your inner child issues with money are concerned? Did you ever feel that money was tied to love? So basically, if you score well, you will be loved. If you are a well behaved good boy, good girl, you will be loved. So, was your performance connected to love and connection? Just focus on that, recall your past. Emotional reactions. How did you feel when you received money as a child? Excited, guilty, undeserving, responsible? Punishment and reward. Was money ever used as a tool for control, punishment, or reward in your family? And last set of questions, and then we'll go to our sheet. Fear and shame. Were you ever made to feel guilty? Oh my God, you've spent so much. You are not good with money. We are wasting so much. Yeah, why are you not spending? So basically, guilt and shame around money. Worthiness and money. Did you ever feel like you had to earn money in a specific way to be deserving? Um,
Happens to me also.
yeah. So we'll get rid of that today. Childhood dreams and reality. As a child, how did you imagine your financial future? So, when people are growing up, when kids are growing up, sometimes we have a habit of associating our grades to money, which is such a limiting belief. I can't tell you, because I can tell you multiple. I'm not saying don't study, but education has got nothing to do with money. There's so many people who are earning a lot of money, but they don't have certifications. There are a lot of people who are PhD holders, but they are struggling to pay bills. In fact, some of them don't even have a job. So this can again be a limiting belief that once we work on, our subconscious or our body goes into the action mode. Reparenting a money story. If you could go back in time and give your younger self some advice about money, what would you say to yourself? Now, as we wind up our questions to just, awaken our subconscious mind around money, to notice our triggers, remember the money will come from three places. Your belief about yourself. What do I believe about my own ability to earn money? Is it age specific? Is it gender specific? Is it education specific? Do I feel lucky? Do I feel unlucky? Do I feel confident about asking for what I'm worth? So basically, if I'm conducting a session, am I comfortable asking the price that I want to, charge? And can I provide for that kind of service for those, for that price? Then the third belief around self is, what emotions come up when I think about earning a lot of money? For example, if I say that, okay, fine, at current age, from 3 years from now, you will have 3 crores in your bank account, or whatever number you think is impossible. What do you start experiencing? Do you notice excitement, or you reject, "Arey, this is not going to happen. Now that's not going to happen." So your beliefs around your own self. Now the money will come when you provide services. Right now I'm providing a service. Raj, you provide a service. I'm sure Premji, you've either provided service or you provide service. So what is our thought process around others? How do I perceive wealthy people, people who are doing well in their profession, people who have a lot of money, people who have flashy cars? What do I think about them? Do I judge them or do I admire them? Do I resent them secretly? Then comes, do I believe that money should be shared or that people should earn everything on their own? So this is again, others believe. Number 3 is, how do I feel about people who earn money differently than I do? Entrepreneurs, artists, dancers, influencers, Bollywood people, Hollywood people. These are all beliefs around money, that money can be earned like this, or money cannot be earned like this, or this is good money, that is bad money. Then comes your last part, that is the world. Something like Corona, something like World Trade Center. When you have a situation like this, what do you think? The opportunities are over, or you can work around creating opportunities? Till the time we have billions of people on earth, food, shelter, clothing, taking care of their needs, we can always earn money. Maybe not one way, the other way. So world and money. Do I believe that there is enough money in the world for everyone? Or that earning money means I am taking from others, or there are only, so many possibilities? Do I think the world rewards hard work fairly, or do I believe in luck, privilege, connection, etc.? How do I view money in relation to purpose? Do I believe I can earn well while doing a meaningful work? What do I think about opportunities as the world changes? Will I fit in? So in the world of AI, etc., I mean, do you have age-related limitation? I can learn this, I cannot learn this. Remember one thing, coming back to our subconscious mind, this mind is what it, sorry, no, Raj, I think yeah. So always remember, the mind is always reprogrammable till the time you are alive. So you can install any program. Of course, rewiring of neural pathways does take some time, anywhere between 21 is a very, very basic time, but actually 66 days to 250 days. You need to have your vision board in place. You need to have your affirmations in place. But today, guys, what we are doing is, we are going to use a thought record worksheet to get rid of at least one limiting belief that you have around money. So I'm going to stop the slide and I'm going to open that sheet. Give me a second. Guys, so far, so good. Any question or something that is coming to your mind? I'm just going to open that sheet that I'm talking about and let's start our work. Yeah.
How do at the I perceive money in a good way, but the naysayers, so much so the naysayers, they are limiting my beliefs.
They are not limiting your beliefs. You have limiting beliefs and you can get rid of them. So let's take a trigger situation. Who is going to work with me? I want one person who can work with me and we can get rid of a limiting belief. I'm going to have a sip of water. Premji, does something come to your mind? Any limiting belief, anything that comes to your mind that you'd like to work on?
I think Premaji wants to do it.
Ha, Premaji, yes, please.
No, before I just want to tell you, because for the money, because when you have a money, you have the sense of freedom.
Absolutely.
Not full of freedom, but you have a sense of freedom because you have the liberty to do what you want.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's what I want to tell you when you start your section.
Yes, money means power, money means freedom, money means expression. Money is a blessing, money is a medium. Money in itself is
It's
neither
an
good
energy.
nor
It's
bad.
an energy. It's a
Energy.
transactional energy. It's
Transactional
energy.
energy. Absolutely. So, okay, one limiting belief. Shabana, Varna, aap aa jao.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Shabana, just go back into your past or the current now. One limiting belief that comes to your mind around money.
Yeah, when you were sharing, I could say yes, like many of the thought processes. But yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. What is exactly my limiting belief?
Just pick any one right now. Let's say if you have to increase your income from whatever you are earning right now, 10x, what do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's like I feel like I have to do many things, many changes.
Okay, many changes. And you said, I have to do many changes. So here the word have to is very important. Have
Yeah.
to means there's a lot of pressure around money. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's just put it here.
When you have a limited income, then we are very, very careful.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have so much money, no problem. But when you have a limited money, because when you have a fixed salary or something like that, we have to be very, very careful.
Yes, absolutely.
And always something is pulling down, because you know that you have to finish the full month.
Finish the full month and we don't think differently because we've not been trained to think differently. At the end of the day, we have to provide.
We condition our mind always,
Yeah, we are conditioning and we are repeating it over and over again. So this sheet is going to break that pattern today. Shabana ji, please be back.
Yeah, I'm here only.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So you said that many changes have to be made probably for you to earn that amount that you're thinking about. Now,
Yeah.
when you focus on the intensity of this expression or feeling from 0 to 10, ignore the part 100, but from 0 to 10, what number comes to your mind? 10 being extremely intense.
So you can say 8, 7, 8.
7 or 8, perfect. So 7 or 8, I'm going to just keep 8 for now. When you think of many changes,
Shabana, I would say 10.
Okay. Yeah, no,
The
sometimes
more you ask,
I
the
feel
better
that,
you get.
but sometimes I think that I don't have to do too much, but it also comes.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly 10, but yeah.
But
It's
8, let's
8.
just, so
Yeah.
we have, right now it's a practice session, right? So we can always explore. Then comes our unhelpful thoughts and images. Now, let's say when you say many changes have to be made, I also notice, Shabana, that have to is a expression of pressure. Can you tell me what are the unhelpful thoughts or images that come to your mind when you think of your target income?
Yeah. So I think the only thing I fear is like I have to focus a lot to earn money. Then if I, think about money, then my whole focus shifts from what I'm doing to the earning. So that is a bit a discomfort for me.
Right. And probably that is something that you currently don't want to do, right?
Yeah, I don't want to wholesale focus on money. That is, I think, my limiting belief also.
Thank you for being vulnerable and open. Shabana, do you also notice we had one have to, we have now another have to in the
Yeah.
sentence structure?
Yeah.
So it again speaks of pressure. Can you
Yeah.
also tell me any related thought, unhelpful thought, which is like a fact? Oh my God, yes, I have to focus on money and only then the money will come. Any experience from the past when you've tried to increase your work, maybe ask for more money? Any
Yeah.
experience that
So
comes to your mind? Yes.
yeah. So I think when I'm focused on it, then I'm able to generate. I have the experience, like, when I give time and I really focus, okay, this is what I have to create. In that time, I am able to create. But then the moment I shift focus other elsewhere, then yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is our fact that supports our limiting belief. For now, we are thinking it's a limiting belief and we are working around something new that could come up.
Yeah.
Shabana, now any kind of restructuring. So what we've done here is, guys, is so important to change any belief. It can be a beauty belief, it can be a weight belief, it can be a health belief, it can be a love belief, it can be a relationship belief. We've taken a situation, we have given the intensity a number, we've also spoken on the thoughts that come along. I have to focus a lot. And we have also picked that, yeah, there are certain facts in my life that support my unhelpful belief, right?
Yeah.
The last three steps can restructure any belief, Shabana, any.
Yes.
So let's explore together. Now, this part says, let's focus on facts that provide evidence against the unhelpful thought. What facts do I have that my thoughts are unhelpful? So I'm going to ask you a question, Shavana, here. Is your focus the only way the money can come, or something else can be done to ensure someone else focuses? Probably you have someone, under your guidance who takes care of running your show, or something else that comes to your mind, which is like an evidence against the unhelpful thought. Shabana, I have a question for you. Let's say there is a future self of yours. She's well groomed, coached. She has very good beliefs around money. Okay. When you see that higher self or evolved self, if she was looking at this situation, what would she say?
Yeah, so that I'm limited by this thought.
Okay. And what would she do rather to earn more money?
I think just focus on what you are doing.
Okay. How would that help? Focus on what you are doing?
Because then I'll be more productive in what I'm doing.
How do you know you will be more productive?
Because I'm not worried about anything. Like,
Thank you for saying that. So you use the word worried. Okay. And when you're not worried, then what happens?
Means just you are fully present into,
And what
your,
happens when you're fully present?
then you are more creative, maybe.
Yes. What happens when you're more creative?
More productive.
Wow. And what happens when you're more productive?
Then more money.
Perfect. Thank you for being, childlike in your exploration. Speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Shivana, now as you have this new learning, this new awareness, that maybe if you take the worry away and become probably more fully present, more creative, you can have more ideas around money.
Yeah.
Let's say if your higher self was saying one or two things from today or tomorrow, you can start doing to tweak that focus a little. See, because when you started, you said, I have to focus. Have to is a pressure word, meaning
Yeah.
you have no other option. But the word a lot is also very vague. And here we came up with something like, okay, little focus every day and you can become more creative. I now invite you to ask your higher self, your confident self, or someone who's doing your kind of work, but probably they are doing a lot more than what you're doing currently. If there was a routine or two that you could do to tweak your focus, to enhance your focus on earning more money, what would your higher self or that person who's doing very well in the training industry say? Just one or two things in your daily routine.
Like having more conversations.
Having more conversations with?
I think with the people like who I'm associated with or working with, or
Okay. What would that lead to? What would happen when you have more conversations?
it will be more creative, like you generate more ideas, like one mind versus you are talking to more people, then more ideas flows through.
And then I want you to visualize, Shabana, that it's been 3 months. Somehow you've been having more conversations, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, very less time. But you're having more conversations and more fun ideas, more creative ideas are coming to you. Now, what would happen?
Yeah, so I think with the regular conversation, more things also get done. It's not just that you are communicating, but also because it's then there is another person is also involved, so more actions also happen.
Absolutely. What would happen with this little change in your routine, 15 to 20 minutes every day, maybe at least, thrice in a week if you don't want to do it too much. When you start to have ideas, when you start to have more actions around this idea of yours, then what would happen?
I think it's going to grow.
Okay. And when it's going to grow, then what would happen?
Of course, then there's a more energy and more flow, inflow.
Like you said, more energy, more flow. Where do you sense this flow in your body? Where do you sense this energy in your body?
Okay. Like I feel it throughout, maybe not at a particular.
Yeah, absolutely fine, Shabana. You're doing very well. And you're very flexible, let me tell you that. Shabana, what would happen? This flow that you experience all over your body starts to multiply 10x, 20x, 30x. Then what would happen?
I think then you are more in action, more productive again.
Then what would happen?
And then more money will come.
Perfect. When you have more money, then what will you do with that money?
Then I'll invest in what I'm doing.
Perfect. When you invest in whatever you're doing, then what would happen?
And then it is going to grow even more and it will make a larger difference.
Larger difference. Talk about the difference. What large difference are we talking about?
For example, like my work is like at Maven, it is like more people will be learning. At IRA, more people will be doing research, and I'm also doing research on disasters so people can live more safely.
That's amazing. And when you look back and you see that for some reason you tweaked your routine, you thought of changing your belief, which has affected a lot of people, created safety, created more opportunities, then what would you feel?
I'll feel more accomplished.
And when you feel more accomplished, how what would you look like? What would you be doing that day? Let's say you've reached that day, you're feeling more accomplished. How are you dressed? What is your body language? What is your breath work?
Yeah, it will be different. Matlab,
Yes, different in what way?
I think it will have I think I'll be still doing the same things, but in a slightly different way, maybe.
Can I say like probably more confident or more free, more experimental?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also at a different scale, maybe.
at a different scale, maybe. Definitely, yes, of course. So now, before we go on to rating our emotion again, if there was one or two things from tomorrow you can start tweaking in your routine, or probably at least thinking about it that, okay, fine, I will approach my situation like this. What comes to your mind?
Yeah. So what I'm picking up here, the two things, like a focus on what I'm doing more on that.
Yeah.
And also having, starting with the 15 minutes of conversation. I like that idea of 15 minutes because sometimes, you pick up a call and it goes very long. And that is what I avoid also sometimes.
Yes. So always remember these words like lot or let's say have to, they straight away work on our nerves and we are not able to assess how much. When you put a cap like let's say 15 minutes, all of a sudden you feel very right in your body.
Yeah.
And let's say just twice a week or once a week, rather than doing nothing at all, even if you do it once a week, 4 times a month, I'm sure it's going to make some kind of change in your life.
Yeah.
And through you, so many other people. Now, Shabana, as you focus on the money wala part again, we
Mhm.
started with intensity of 8. I invite you to again rate this emotion. What number comes to your mind?
I think it comes to 4.
Ach, perfect. So do you notice we've been conversing hardly few minutes, but there is already a tweak in the number.
Hmm.
And this tweak comes from your feeling mind. See, all the belief systems are there for a reason. The ones which are earning money, even those, the ones which are not earning money, even those, even they are benefiting us. If
Yeah.
we want any kind of change in our current situation, we have to make that swift change, bit by bit change, which is accepted by our nervous system.
Hmm.
Because you don't want arguments happening in your family. You don't want your kids to go through disturbance because mama has been out the whole day. So when you make those little shift, it sits very well with the family. And you notice within few minutes time, we've already changed the belief. We've restructured it. Now, when I talk about restructuring, what have we done? Let me just show you the PPT again. Just a minute. So with this process, this thought record sheet, any belief can be changed within minutes. What is the benefit of changing a belief? The way we are looking at a situation, that changes. Why does that change? Because when you change a belief, it actually affects your whole nervous system, your thinking centers.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see the slide, Shabana?
Not yet.
Just give me a second. Okay. Shabana, is it visible now?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry. Okay. So what I'm saying here is whenever we work around a belief using emotional freedom technique or any other technique which is shaking the old structure of thinking, what happens is the way belief is held in the mind, meaning if these are your neural pathways and they are affecting your neurotransmitters or the way the body signals. So, favorite food, go in action. Not so favorite food, don't go in action. Your belief system around money is nothing but go in action or don't go in action. The part which says don't go in action needs some kind of convincing, some kind of restructuring. Restructuring meaning reflecting on the problem. Whenever you reflect on the problem or an image, you will land up changing it. Does this kind of makes sense or was it too technical?
No, it makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. And this reflection cannot, so someone says, oh my God, the CBT is too much. Never mind. Can you do journaling around your fears? Whenever you want to change a structure of a belief, first thing is to write the belief. Okay, this is my pain area. Then second thing is to acknowledge what level of pain you have. So you will rate the intensity. You will also put the name of the emotions that you are experiencing. Then spot where in the body you are feeling it. So let's say if it's a fear, oh, I'm feeling it in my stomach. It's a fear of money, I have to pay my debt back. My God, I'm having a sinking feeling in my heart, right? All of this is taken care of. Now comes the reflection part. When we are reflecting on a belief, it has to be done from a better space or higher space. When I did invocation saying, Shabana, visualize a higher self or visualize a person who's already doing well in the industry, our nervous system starts to tap into, our thinking center starts to tap into a plus state, a positive state. Your breath work is different, you're feeling more relaxed in the body, you start to get ideas. Now, remember, whatever input you start to reflect on, it has to be something which doesn't feel like a burden. This nervous system is not only pumping blood, but repairing the body, maintaining the skin, maintaining the hair, taking care of high BP, low BP, diabetes, uterus, or prostate, etc., etc. It has tons of work, tons. So, whenever you tweak any belief, start with small little shift. teeny weeny shift. We decided, okay, 15 minutes. And it was an instant yes from your system. You can actually say, I will reflect on this 2 minutes and I will nurture myself with a self-talk into this new thought of me earning more money. Right when it's a yes from the body, like relaxed body, instant yes, you have to know that you have already changed the structure of the old belief. That can change through reflection. And if you do reflection every night from a higher transformation within a month's time, ensure that you work on the same thing over and over again. Any questions, any reflection, anything that's coming to your mind?
I think it's very powerful. You have to, you know.
Yes,
So
anything. It can be as simple as chanting. It can be as simple as emotional freedom technique. It can be an affirmation, but it is the best. Like, you take the problem part. So you have a trigger situation. I'm going to mark it with red. So you have fear happening. And in this moment, if you keep doing what you've always been doing, the belief will not change. But in the trigger situation, in the fear situation, in the stress situation, if you take your higher self, if you take some sort of reflection which is easy, which is comforting, with your coach, maybe, be rest assured, every time you were using fear or stress as response, but this time it's a different response. Old response, new response will come together to restructure the belief. It may change only so much overnight, but when you keep reflecting on the same belief over and over again and you keep challenging it, it will change completely. And you can have whatever you want to earn. For this, you need to have some kind of nighttime ritual, morning because the part which carries the memory of I don't have enough or I can't will come back to you over and over again. So in order for you to ensure that the belief goes away completely, there has to be some morning practice like a reminder. There has to be some nighttime practice like a reminder. There has to be like a daytime practice as a reminder. The belief changes with protein synthesis. The process of protein synthesis, once you tweak a belief, it is open for more change next 4 to 6 hours. Shabana, you must be aware, like in your practice, the namaz has to be read 5 times. Am I correct?
yeah.
So that is, why? Because every 5 hours, every 2 hours or 3 hours, Shabana, sorry, please correct me.
So it is not by the number of hours, but according to the phase of the day, like one during the sunrise, one in afternoon, one
Absolutely.
before sunset, one after sunset, and
Yes.
one at night.
So even if you say, see, in Hinduism, we are told to pray in the morning, we are
Yeah.
told to pray at night, we are also told to pray during the day.
Yeah.
When you remind yourself of what you want with prayers, with humility, and you keep reflecting on it, this memory restructuring will happen throughout the day. And the
Yes.
belief is going to change faster. So with this, we come to an end of our practice session of thought record sheet. Any questions, anything, please let me know, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Yeah. I think it's very good. Most of the time, we don't question our belief. I think even if we simply take on just questioning it, it should alter it, I think.
I would like to ask you, how do we continue to manifest the thought that I want? I always manifest that I want, even if I have little money, I am okay.
So you want to manifest that you're okay, or you want to manifest more money?
More money. How
You
do
want to
it?
manifest, you want to manifest more money. Get this in your head straight, Rajwin. First of all, do not ever question whatever you are going through. You have to put the number into your subconscious mind, meaning your feeling mind. Anything that becomes a feeling has to happen through consistent repetition of same thing over and over again. Most welcome, Meena ji. So this means that if you decide that it's a $1 million, you have to keep repeating it night and then daytime and then nighttime. And what's going to happen is the old belief, they will get activated. See, there is a place in your brain for everything. There's a place for facial recognition. There's a place for numbers. There's a place for colors. And these places are getting updated all the time. For example, I am wearing a brownish kind of a suit, and this is the locket. But let's say, Raj, if I change this and come, will your mind not get updated? Oh, now she's wearing a different dress?
Yes.
Change my the same way when you repeat something over and over again and addressing the feelings around it, nurturing yourself into I'm willing to work. Or the best part is that you don't even have to work for it. Once you rewire your subconscious mind for an amount that you're thinking, the body automatically goes into action. It will not stay. Once you're wired for a number, Raj, listen to me carefully. Once you're wired for that 1 million, till the time you don't get there, the body will not feel right. The body will feel something is off. And it will keep generating ideas after another to get you to that place. You can actually place a command, something like, I know that you are into laughter therapy. You should do one affirmation every day, morning, night, daytime. And that is, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm extremely jovial. I can make anyone laugh. I can make everyone laugh. And you will be amazed the kind of ideas your subconscious starts to create around humor. See, the problem with us is, Raj, we did the belief sheet today. I'm so grateful to Shabana. You know, she completely surrendered to the process. But if you notice, she never spoke about the amount she wants. There was a lot of limiting belief. Oh, I'll have to work a lot. I'll have to speak a lot. This lot, I have to. But once you decide a number and you tell your subconscious mind, I'm so happy and grateful now that earning money is easy for me. Easy. How old are you, Raj, if you don't mind?
I am 40 this June.
So 40 into, Raj, 40 into 365 is how much? Whatever it is. Whatever that number is. Your subconscious mind has so much data stored in it. It is good experiences as well as bad experiences. But you have survived because you are a warrior. How about from now on training your mind to focus on what's working and where you want to go, and using language, Raj, and using language to bridge that gap? If I say there is
No, I would say I'm aligned with my purpose.
Yes.
And I am focused
Universe is supporting me. I am healthy. I am wise.
on what matters,
Yeah.
and I'm creating
Yeah.
something beautiful.
And if you want to earn more money, you need to have a vision board with that number on. You have to revise it over and over again. You have to smell money. The sense of smell is so fun.
Yeah.
It enters the limbic system straight away. The limbic system is the part where we experience fear and where we experience, positive aggression. Smell the money, listen to the money, place the command. Practicing gratitude changes the structure of a belief in your mind.
Yes, I know that.
Just challenge it. Just challenge it. Easy ways. And keep saying money is easy. Money loves me. Money is following me. Once it sits inside your body, you can be, you can be on your bed and you'll keep earning money. Don't think about how. Don't worry about the how.
Okay.
Okay. And I wish you all the very best.
I hope to have a session like this on health also.
100%. I'm going to pull out some notes and I'll share that. Any reflection, Premji, Premaji, any advice, any guidance?
It's okay.
Yeah, I tell myself I'm a money magnet.
Wow. Do you do that affirmation? Do you do that affirmation every day? Or I just lost it? Yeah.
My affirmation comes very subconsciously.
Yeah.
At one time, I used to have a lot of thinking.
Hmm.
I can't do this, I can't do that. I'm 67.
Hmm.
I say I can do anything I want if I put my mind to it. I
Yeah.
put my heart and soul to it. I must have I don't care about the facts, the details. They don't matter.
Hmm.
Do I have a dream? Do I really want it bad enough? That's all I want. And I work for it. So what? So what? Not every day I'm up. Sometimes I'm down. So what? I just focus.
Yeah.
I will do it. I will get it. Yeah. There have been so many ups and downs. So what? That's life. Life goes on like that. But we must always never give up on ourselves, our dream.
Absolutely.
Last year, August, I attended my convocation. I'm a certified nutrition advisor. I keep on doing whatever I want to do. If I want to go for it, I'll go for it. I really enjoy life. Money helps a lot
Money helps a
because
lot.
I believe, yeah, a lot. Money is, no, I mean, let's say money is not everything, but everything is money.
Yes, everything. And it's an expression. It's an expression. Yeah. True. Thank you for sharing that, Premji. Really nice to see, you going and, like you said, 67 years. And it's nice to know you're setting a very good example.
For my problem, I just satisfy what I have.
That is also pretty good.
Yeah, because I always telling, I'll get it what I deserve it. And as long as my bills are paid, my needs are satisfied, I'm very happy. I cannot just going on thinking every day manifesting, I must get this much of money, I get a million. I cannot do that.
See, the space of
It
satisfaction.
doesn't come naturally to me. If I
It
said,
is
I need a 1
actually,
million, I need this much of money.
yeah.
As long as my bills are paid, my needs are satisfied, I'm happy.
So you are already in a place of satisfaction, which is a sign to the universe that you have all the things which are important. So anyhow, your needs will be met.
Always.
Yeah.
That's I always tell, I don't have much money. I have money just to survive.
Yeah.
But I live like a princess.
Oh, that's amazing. that's,
I never had, I cannot just spend the money like that. Okay, today I don't want to cook. I will go and eat in the restaurant. I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot, when I go, I see beautiful things in the window. I cannot buy it.
Yeah.
But the things will come to me. I look at it. If I really like it, I said, if I really deserve it, it will come to me. But it's happened throughout my life. After 6 months or 3 months, when I'm just passing through the window, was in sale. And that is my budget, so I could get it. I
Next
cannot force.
time, absolutely. Next time, Premaji, you remind me, I will cover a story on Helene Hatzel. She is no more, may God bless her soul. That lady purely manifested a house, a car, trips, etc., purely by visualization. I have her book at home, and I will share a few notes from her, that how to train the mind to just send. She said, eventually, everything is energy. Money is made of energy. My jewelry is made of energy. Everything is, I am energy. Oh, before we wind up, Raj, you were saying of health, right? So I've just ordered a new book, and it says Life from Light. Life from Light. And Premaji, you spoke of having less needs. This book is about a community of people called Bridarians who don't eat food. They live on the energy of sunlight. And this book has been written by a scientist. So, really, I mean, you can reduce whatever you like, whatever
Yeah,
you
everything
want.
I wish, it's not like a desire. It's what is comfort, good for me, what is comfort for me.
Absolutely.
Anything I wish, according to my comforts, it will come to me.
It'll come to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and wherever I go and knock the door will open. Nobody will say no to me.
Absolutely.
So I don't miss it. Only thing, I cannot spend lavishly. I have to be always think within my limit, but I don't miss anything in my life. Everything I said, I like, it's good. It's, if I can have it, that it will come to me, but not immediately, but it will come to me.
It will come in some time. All
And
your
sometimes the things, I cannot afford to buy. I know, though, this is not in my budget. I cannot afford to buy. Somebody will offer me as a gift. So I always tell, my life is a miracle, and always end up with, expressing my gratitude.
Absolutely.
Only thing,
All
only
of us
thing I
have
have to
different.
be, always be very careful with my, spending the money and all that. And I cannot just say, I need 1 million, I need this much. I cannot force myself to
Which
manifest.
is absolutely fine. Which is
I'm not natural in that way.
you're
It's
natural.
not,
You're not natural that way. Yeah. All of us have different needs. I can earn a lot of money doing a lot of workshops. I have insane amount of knowledge, more structured, but I don't do it. I'm busy learning. In fact, I'm investing money in learning courses after another, psychotherapy. This is my interest. God has provided me with the money that I need, but I'm not in the league of, competing with launching programs. I do it, but I do it comparatively less. My focus is more on learning, more on researching around subconscious mind, how to train it, how to heal. So all of us have different needs, and we are here for evolution. At the end of the day, we have to
yeah.
become a
I
person.
think more important to be content what we have and always have that satisfaction feeling,
Yes.
that
Gratitude
nothing
is
is lacking. Yeah. Then
lacking.
your way of thinking is always expressing our love to the higher self
Yes,
and expressing the gratitude.
yes, and managing the today really nice.
Because if you are focusing on money, I need money, we'll remove that blissful state. For me, it's more important to be in the blissful
In
state.
the blissful state. Yes, yeah, yeah.
In the blissful state, you don't miss anything.
Yes. And at the end of the day, the money, the gift, or whatever you buy will also bring you bliss. So why not stay in bliss before the thing, comes?
And then the thing is, I'm not missing anything. I know it. I need a patience, but it will come to me.
It will come to you. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So, with this, guys, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for sharing. And yes, in case if I can be of any help, any guidance, please let me know. With this, we'll call it a day. Probably meet some other day.
Thank you so much, Lavanya. It was really wonderful. And thank you for clearing my also limiting belief.
Most welcome, Shavana. Thank you so much. Good night,
And
everyone.
actually,
Yeah.
we have to remain in humility and always be positive. Then you
Yes,
can manifest anything. Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank